end of the day, they need that correction. They need to understand what they're engaging, why they're engaging it, why they're activating this, what's being underactivated, what should be your focus for this movement, that kind of stuff, right? And then understanding the principles and dialing it back and learning the foundational movements, right?
For sure.
A lot of people want to jump in sometimes, right? They just want to do shit.
Yeah.
That's great. I love the energy. I love the motivation. But you got to remember it's a process. Like, you need to adapt the body to be able to move in the appropriate manner so you aren't hurt long term, right?
And you're right. And there's a spectrum of how much control people have over their bodies too, right? So like, there's one level where people are very athletic, even naturally, right? And then there's another level where people don't have the best coordination or they're not sure how their body's supposed to move. So that's where you come in, right, as a trainer to say, you know, because sometimes you can't feel if you're doing it wrong, you know? If something's not immediately hurting, or maybe some people don't yet know the difference between like a good muscle soreness and a tendon pain, you know what I mean? Like a good and bad source. So like helping people with the form, like you said, is the first thing you got to go to.
And educating them about everything, right?
For sure.
Realistically, from nutrition to form to longevity to motivation, how to shock the system. I think a lot of people, they lose motivation, right? You see a lot of people that are like 2 months gym goers, right? They go in for 2 months.
Yeah.
Either they don't have a result or they get a result, but they don't know how to sustain that, right? And they're doing the same thing over and over and over, which again, your body adapts very quickly to things, right? So you need to understand like there's a process to developing and staying motivated and seeing a different result, right?
When I worked at a gym, January they would sign, I think, 60% of their year, or something ridiculous like that, and I think like a very high percentage of that grouping would not make it to 6 months, right? Because 6 months they've proven if you can commit to something physical for 6 months solid, there's a very high percentage that you will be a lifetime workout person. Yeah. You know, or I don't know, a workout person. But, you know, so you just got to like, and that's kind of that, I look back when I was doing that, like I didn't know these facts at the time, but when I was doing that day by day thing, like I didn't sit there and go, well, when am I going to look like this? Because I know that's a thing that, sure, part of me wanted, but that's not what it was about, right? It was just like, what am I going to do today? How am I going to feel better today? Then I'm going to eat something well, you know, feel well, and it's just that snowball effect, right?
Yeah. And I think you'll forget that, like, they have a lot of life to live.
For sure.
You're 30 years old, you're 40 years old, you change in your life for the next 2 years. And again, like, people sometimes go, like, next 2 years I got to work out like this to lose 100 pounds. Like, maybe. Yeah. But who cares? If you're 42, 35, whatever it is, 23, and you've changed your life for the better. Yeah. You have so many years ahead of you to live the life that you're actually happy with. To be healthy, to do the things you want to do. Look the way you want to look. Feel the way you want to feel. Like, it's that perspective. Like, life is going to catch up to you. Like, the bad habits you indulge in today, they are going to catch up to you, man. Like, show me your habits today, I'll show you the person you're going to become 5 years from now. Like, that's a given. And when people want to fight that future isn't coming, wait for it.
You're never too old to change either, right? No. Like, it's is my glass half full or half empty? Like, if you don't think you can do it, you're not going to be able to do it. You know, you got to put faith in yourself, right? And anything that you want to achieve is possible, especially if you look at it, if you break it down into small goals, right? Like I remember I had a friend one time who said to me, what are you going to do? You're just going to work out for the rest of your life? I'm like, that is the most insane way to phrase that I've ever heard. You know what I mean? Like now to the point where like yourself, where the workout is just part of your routine. It's part of your day. It's what makes you feel good. You look forward to it. You enjoy it. Maybe not every single day, but majority. You know, it's not. I don't sit there and go, I don't have to mark on a board anymore. You know what I mean? Like it's part of my life, and I love it. Yeah, like I'm gonna make time for it. You know, like I have 2 kids and I got stuff going on and job and whatever. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna get a workout in. You know, like not neglecting anything else. I'll just, if I have to wake up earlier, I wake up earlier. If I have to stay up later, I'll stay up later. If you can't watch an hour Netflix at night, that's what it is, right? Then, but it's. I'm with you with the no time excuse. Like, time is an illusion. You decide how you're going to live your life. You
create that time. That's why I'm happy that you went over that, right? Because end of the day, people say that I have a job, I have kids. Like, okay, I don't have that. I get that. Yeah. I know people that do, and they still manage it, right? End of the day, it's prioritization, right?
Sure.
If you know you have to cook for your kids that night, pick them up from school, put them to bed, take them to karate, whatever the case is, that means you got to get up an hour early. Or you got to go to get a workout at lunch. Or you make an intent, whatever it is, like, you gotta fit that up. It can't be a negotiation per day.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, well, let's see if I have time for it tomorrow. It's like, no, we're gonna make time. And again, it goes off my fifth step of my speech, right?
Okay.
You gotta figure out what your 10 values are, and you can't neglect any of those in any day. Like, you need to nurture those in some regard, right? For you, it's gonna be family, love, connection, obviously, with that kind of stuff. Fitness is gonna be big for you. You can't take days off from nurturing those values.
Right.
Or you're going to feel very empty, right? You could be like, I'm going to do the next 3 days and just work out and neglect my family. No.
Yeah.
You're going to feel shit about yourself, and you're going to be like, wow, I'm not a good dad. And that's going to take a toll on you, right? Same thing. Like, if you don't nurture the elements that really make you happy, what do you expect is going to happen? You're not going to feel good about yourself.
And just like when you're like, when you're doing a plank or something, like your brain looks for a way out, right? Like it doesn't like this. It's like you try to rationalize stopping. I could stop now. You know what I mean? But you can do that with anything. You could be like, well, I don't need, look at the weather. I'm not going to go today. You know what I mean? But then when you do that, you create a pathway, right? You create a new pathway in your brain. And then that gives you an easier way out next time.
Yeah.
So
now you signify anytime it's shitty outside, where it's not ideal, it's not perfect running weather, I'm not going to go.
So either you're creating positive pathways or negative, but you're always creating pathways, right?
Yeah.
So either you're either following something and achieving things, or you're looking for ways out and you're not, and then that's going to... So like even when I miss, like I don't work out on Sunday, I take the day off to hang out with the family, but... Even on Monday, I find it a little bit this much harder to get going, you know, and then it's gone. Like, as soon as I get there, it's awesome. But I see how that could work, you know? So that's why, I mean, even if you're injured, you work something else. You figure something, you know what I mean? There's stretching you could do. You could do yoga. You could figure something out. You do something physical to...
Most people aren't injured, let's be real, right? Most people just have pains and aches.
For sure.
Deal with it. Suck it up, get in the gym, do something, move your body, get your mind stimulated, eat well, you're going to feel a lot better, right? But instead at home, bitching about your wounds, bitching about what actually hurts or what doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
Like, it's life, right? You deal with it.
And again, don't do it because someone's telling you. Don't do it because someone else is doing it.
No.
Find something in yourself like that you want and figure out a way to get it. Because it's there for the taking. Like, anything that you want is on you, you know? Like, you have that much power. That's what's cool about it, you know? Go do a little thing today. Boom. Do it tomorrow. Start doing it every day. All of a sudden, you're like on a podcast with freaking Brandon Rinka, 365, baby.
That's a good way to wrap that bitch up right there, man.